2 winters ago, I took a trip that changed my life forever. I began my expedition by flying out of Los Angeles on a 17-hour flight, arriving in Sydney, Australia. When I arrived, although it was winter back home, it was full-on summer with blistering heat and humidity. We went to a place called Fitzgerald Island, a tropical paradise with blue waters and box jellyfish to make things a bit more interesting. When we went to the uninhabited side of the island, I spotted an enormous old wooden sailboat headed straight for the open ocean. This being before college, I was preparing myself by posing as much as possible in the sorority squad. There weren't any waves because it was summer, so I had to let go of my dream to surf in Australia and leave without that box checked. While on the island, I ran into someone that I could never have possibly imagined. I had seen Margot Robbie in the wild outback. She was frolicking in a small lagoon around the corner. I asked her if I could take a picture, but she refused because I had brought over a giant jellyfish in the water right next to her. Next, we traveled to St. Mary's Cathedral in the city to look at the amazing architecture. Interestingly, inside I spotted a marker on the ground pointing towards the Path of Mercy. Miraculously, unbeknownst to anyone else that was there, the Pope was behind the sectioned off altar, blessing everyone that came through under his breath. I immediately screamed out in the cathedral, "That's the Pope!" This set into play a chain reaction that resulted in him having to be escorted out by a security team. Like every other clueless tourist who comes to Sydney, I wanted to see the Sydney Opera House. I got dropped off from the destination, so I had to walk. While walking, all of a sudden a Category 4 kaiju breached the water next to the giant cruise ship. I instantly thought to myself, I knew Pacific Rim was no sci-fi movie. There had to be a wormhole portal in the Pacific, no doubt. By the time the Jaegers took care of the alien scum, the hotel was gone. We wanted to experience more, so we went to the Sydney Zoo because it was unaffected by the attack. At the zoo, there are all sorts of exotic animals, including emus. I approached an emu in the open exhibit to capture a photo when the emu bolted so fast that the photo couldn't focus. What we saw next shocked everyone. It was the fiercest creation of God that some cultures worship. I turned the corner and there it was, Nick Cage out in the open. I asked him to pose in a photo with me and I told him I would like you to be the small monkey. He agreed. My life was at that moment complete.